What's up, guys? Been a minute since I made a video. It was holiday season and the first month of the year was kind of busy. I had a lot of trips and different things like that, so it was kind of hard to find time to edit and stuff, so my bad. I also got a little bit of a sore throat right now, so I sound like a grown man. Today's gonna be a tech heavy vlog though. I'm at a co-working space and I'm really trying to grind out this feature that I'm working on for the travel app. My business partner is actually in town visiting too, so figured I'd capitalize on this and we'll just knock it out. The first task for me today is actually not too bad. I need to implement a rating system into our app. So right now I'm just going to be doing some research, trying to see some different Flutter rating packages. That way I don't have to build it out myself. Stars would be easy to build, but all the dragging functionality that comes out of the box with some of these packages is really helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find one. Using GPT and some Googling, I found one that seems pretty cool. It's called Flutter Ratings Bar or something like that. But it gives me what I want, and it allows you to use custom stars, which we changed the way the stars look in our app, so it works out. And it looks pretty clean. It gives you the whole row. You can put how many stars you want, and you can drag and do partial or not partial. The dragging was really important for me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't even know if people would drag to review, but whatever. I like that you can do it, Is it just me? Surprisingly, I got that working faster than I thought, so I'm already happy for today. The back end was pretty simple for it since it's just literally a number, like a decimal, so that was cool. And right now the users in the app, they can now just go, they can add their location that they like, and they can add their own review. Not really a review, I guess, just a star rating, so you can keep track of if you like it or not. For anyone who's new, or maybe y'all just forgot or whatever, I don't know, I'm building an app right now that helps you keep track of your favorite places for when you travel. If you go to a new state, you can keep track of all the places you've been to that you enjoyed. So maybe if your friend hits you up and hey, I'm gonna go to New York, where should I go? You can now have a list so you can answer that question. Also, you can use it in your hometown too. I keep track of all my hometown favorites. That way, anytime family visits, I can just send them the list from the app, or they can just search my user and then see all of my favorites for all of the cities that I've been to. After all my hard work, Loki gave up on the Kong and rather licked my business partner. Dude wanted to sit in the sun, but couldn't see his screen. Cool. Now that that's done, I'm gonna start prepping for our meeting. We're gonna try to work through a pretty complicated database feature. Well, it's complicated for us because we're not back-end developers. We've done full stack for a while, but we've been doing mainly front-end for a good bit of time now, so maybe to a back-end guy it wouldn't be complicated, but we're gonna work on something kind of hard for us. So gonna take some time, prep for it, and then later on we're gonna meet up and share our opinions on how to solve it. My girl came to visit me for lunch, so after we eat, we're gonna jump into the meeting. Cool. Time to get the meeting over with now. I left it till the end of the day, so that way I could still try to get some crap done, because I don't know how long this is gonna take, and I don't even know if we're gonna decide that we know how to do it or can do it. So I'd rather us just get a couple wins, finish up some tasks. That way the day isn't a complete bust. So the problem we're having is related to a new feature we want to implement. We want to put in a map into this app, and that just blew the whole thing up. The timeline's all messed up now, and I'm not sure if we structured out the database to support that feature. I'm worried because we're using Firebase, which is NoSQL, and they want you to pretty much optimize for read times and duplicate data. I'm worried that it's going to get super expensive because of like inefficient calls, or maybe we're just going to have to fetch a ton of data and it's going to slow the app down. I don't know. I might be just overthinking it all. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. The problem is we want the map to show all the data in the app for that area, and we want there to be a way so you can see the ones that are added by your friends. So you could look at the map and find places that just your friends recommend or your friends like, and you can also see links like for your friends like this place, so since that data is stored on each individual user, it's kind of hard to figure out how do we get that without fetching every single user's friends, because what if you have like 1,000 of them, which is possible in the future. So today we're going to talk about some of the ways to get this data in a NoSQL approach, and also some of the benefits of switching the database completely to a relational structure, like just using normal SQL. In normal SQL, it makes sense in my opinion, because there'd only be one entry for the pin, the map entry, and then there'd be tables that have your friends and their pins, so it'd be much easier to query to get that data, in my opinion. But the downside is we already have almost a whole app built out with NoSQL, so we would have to rewrite all the features that we already wrote, and then also just make sure it's not effed up. And SQL databases, they have a little bit more work to get them standing up than a NoSQL Firebase database, which is just like a couple button clicks. Matt found something cool though, called collection groups in Firebase, which will allow us to query the database by the same ID or property, I believe, as long as the structure is the same for all the users and we're hitting the same sub collection. We didn't really test it out or anything like that, but it sounds good, so we're gonna try it out later because it is kind of late now and I got hungry again. So I'm overall really happy with today. Some days you don't get a lot of coding done. Some days it's just research and talking and meetings, and it's just a part of it. It's not all coding away. The rest of the night's just gonna be chill though. We got some friends in town, some more friends in town actually. So I'm gonna stop by this local ice cream place that makes some pretty good ice cream, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna try to make some honey butter fried chicken. I just hate deep frying, so I'm gonna get one of my friends to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I know today was a little technical, so sorry if you were bored. Oh well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with these videos, so show your boy some love. Later.